Laurie, how are you doing today?
Hey, Aubrey, what's doing?
Well, I am excited to have a great conversation with you about faculty marketing or marketing to prospective faculty and all the ways we could do this. I think this is an amazing opportunity for schools and for our amazing marketers in schools. I always think about it when I was looking at international schools and they're trying to attract faculty to move there and they'd show the beautiful rooms and why should you come work here? And then I look at some of like our day schools, I'm like, oh, it's not very much like, hey, come to us. It's more like, here's the benefits, here's the job description. Let's go through the interview process. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's all very passive, right? And when any prospective employee is looking at a number of opportunities side by side, it has to be what's in it for them, not solely what the school offers, but what can I gain by working here? Is it that, the salaries are competitive versus other schools versus the public school system or whatnot? Is it that the benefits are amazing? They're part of a consortium. Is it a faith-based school that might be closed for a bunch of holidays and that's of a great benefit? Is it that there's health and wellness, there's yoga, there's bagels, there's this, there's that? How else can schools sweeten the deal? Sounds a little crass, but how can they position themselves in the best way possible so that faculty are like, pick me, I want to work here.
Absolutely. I've read so many job descriptions. I'm always like, hey, let's look at what a marketing director would be. And I'm all in the job descriptions. It's basically like, here's our schools, here's what we expect of you. And at the bottom, there's a paragraph, and we are a community. This is your benefit. I'm like, where's the social proof? Why should I want to work here? What are other teachers saying about working here? And when I'm doing online audits for schools and looking at search and stuff like that, I don't know if you've ever heard of Glassdoor, but it's this site where teachers and businesses can rank about their business, and people who work at schools have ranked their schools, and it comes up sometimes really early in search, and also AI draws from it. So it's been intriguing as we're looking at what's going to come up when a prospective person searches for you, someone looking to work at your school. And so social proof, like how are you incorporating that into the process? And then how are you writing a job description and presenting your school in a manner, as you said, that the prospective faculty are like, hey, yes, I want this job. I want to work there. I see the benefits of working there, not just the benefits, but it sounds like a great place. And this is what I'm looking for because the truth be told, independent schools, that's not where you're going to make the big bucks. Like, sorry to say, and sorry to burst any bubbles out there, but you're not going there to make the big bucks. So, what are you offering and how are you recruiting the talent that we need in our schools? And I think there's a lot that can be done.
Right. And I think that this presents a huge opportunity for marketing and communications departments to partner closely with HR or hiring managers, wherever those sit. And I think that faculty retention is also huge. Teaching is hard. I have the utmost respect for my kids' teachers, especially because they're working, they're on their feet all day, they're interfacing with students, and they do it because they love it. But at the end of the day, they too have lives, they have families, they have doctor's appointments. They're dealing with some parents who need to learn how to refine their communications. So, what does that retention and support look like, internally? When some of these things happen. I mean, look at the time that we're in right now, parent teacher conferences, first quarter report cards. This can make or break a teacher's year. So, as we're starting to look towards winter break and intent to returns, what can schools do now to make sure that they're keeping their faculty on their rosters?
Absolutely. And there's so many things that can be done to show appreciation, I think. And there's things that can be done to highlight faculty within the community, show their value and what they do. Like we see you and we admire and appreciate what you're doing. There's just so many opportunities. And I will say, understanding that role is changing considerably. It's not just teaching anymore. There's so many dynamics to being a faculty member. And I, as you said, have the highest respect for my children's teachers. I'm like, this is not the job for me. You are amazing superheroes. Thank you so much for what you do. But I think they're asked to be marketers too. They are asked to be part of the admissions process. They're asked for so many of these things that are above what the job was 15, 20 years, 10, probably even 10 years ago, right? So I think this is an incredible opportunity for schools to really appreciate them. And then also that marketing team to look at how both to retain what they can do to help support retention of faculty and staff, and then attracting amazing applicants to the school.
Right. And I think from the advancement perspective, when I first went to my school, teachers didn't know why I was there. Why are you asking to come into my classroom? Why do you want me to write you paragraphs? Why do you want to take pictures? Why should I send you pictures when you can't come to my room? That's not my job. So I had to do a little bit of a reset in my first couple of months. And after talking to leadership, I really understood that this was an extra. This was something out of the normal scope of their day. So I started giving swag to teachers that went the extra mile. I would go and sit in the faculty lounge with them and really tried to bridge together the business side of the house and the educational side of the house, so to speak. So they really understood why I was there. I was there to put their amazing brilliance on display. And in return, I need some information about what they're doing in their classroom and why they do it the way that they do. I think that there could just be better collaboration among educational leadership, business leadership, advancement to really set the tone for faculty and to keep that momentum going throughout the year.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better.